Red cloak costume box. 80 gold bars, guys. 80 gold bars for a costume. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna talk about the Gold Sand Shop, which is a brand new shop in AION 6.0. I personally like this shop and I'm very happy to show it to you as well. It has a Kina shop, yeah, it has a costume shop with Kina, and it has a gold bar shop in which you spend gold bars for these items. We're gonna check all of these items together. We're gonna see what they give and if it's worth it or not. First item in the Kinah shop, a gold bar bundle. This you get one gold bar, you can buy it every day and it costs 1.3 million new Kina. This you can only buy if you have a premium membership or a gold pack, as it's called in Europe and North America, yeah? The second item is a transformation contract, very expensive, 12.3 million Kina. This is the white version of transformation contract, so there is a very small chance of you getting a purple out of it, and also a very small chance of you getting even a yellow transformation in your list. This is super expensive. 12 million Kina doesn't just come around in 6.0 if you don't want to use the cash shop and you're just a free-to-play player. So I personally wouldn't buy this contract. It resets every Wednesday also. You can buy once a week, so definitely not a worth it item at all. Next item is a gold bar. Gold bars you can also purchase. Gold bars are just like a token. I see that some of you guys are still confused about the gold bars, but I'm gonna explain them again to you when we reach the gold bar shop. So gold bars, 3 a day, and they cost 1.3 million each. Transformation orders, these items are pretty worth it in terms of new Kina price, 34k. This is very nice price, and they basically help you to transform into the transformation that you wish. For example, I want to transform into my penguin. I click penguin and I click this button here. It uses one of these orders and I get the stats from the penguin. This is not the transparent version which keeps your character's appearance, but for people that don't care about how they look while doing PvP or PvE like myself, then this item is gonna be super nice. You can buy as many as you want and you can avoid purchasing the transparent versions from the cash shop or the gold bar shop, which is pretty expensive. Power shards. Power shards are a super important item in 6.0. They basically increase your healing or your damage, literal damage, not auto attack, by about 20%. So definitely worth it. 1000 for 16k new Kina. Nice price for them. I approve this item, really good. They drop everywhere anyway. Foods. And foods again, and drinks and potions. These foods are not the best foods in game, but they are pretty decent. They cost a decent amount of money as well. It's not that hard to make enough Kina to purchase yourself a stack of these foods, and they are not that bad either compared to the ones that you can buy simply from the merchant in one of these rooms in Lockroom, yeah? So they are okay-ish foods. That one is with crit strike, this one is with crit spell. The difference in between these foods from the Kina shop and the foods from the real money shop is not that big in terms of foods. In terms of pots, we're gonna get there right now. The difference is big. These pots, for example, very bad pot, pretty okay pot, but still bad compared to the cash shop version, and okay pot, but still bad compared to the cash shop version. For example, this pot in the cash shop version, it gives you 20% of your HP and mana back. This one here for Kina, it gives 4.5k HP and 3.9k mana, so definitely not so worth it. This pot, however, this is pretty nice to use the Kina version instead of the cash shop version because it's almost the same. So there are some differences. Foods also worth it to use these foods instead of the cash shop foods. They don't give you such a big boost, but in terms of that one specific pot in the cash shop that gives you 20% HP and mana, then that is definitely worth to use, and it's much better than these and these as well. Flying potions, these potions for flying. Flying is not a thing in 6.0. I'm not sure how to say this to you politely, but there's no more flying. There's no flying anywhere, except when you ride a mount and you want to sprint and you want to pop out one of these pots to continue sprinting or something like that. So that's kind of their only use. AION wants to move away from flying and flying combat in general, at least in patch 6.x. Not sure what's gonna happen later. Kisks for Kina, decent price in terms of new Kina. These are kind of expensive. 187k new Kina is the equivalent of 1.8 million old Kina. So yeah, you can imagine for a Legion Kisk or for an Alliance Kisk to pay 1.1 million old Kina, not so good. But it's not that hard to make this money either, yeah. Elemental Stone of Resurrection, pretty decent price, pretty cheap in terms of new Kina. Integrated Return Scrolls, these I suggest you would buy now in 5.8 Integrated Return Scrolls and avoid buying these. They're a little bit to the expensive side, still not that expensive and not such a big deal either. Seal Order Form and General Unsealing Device, these are items that are partially pointless, so I'm not even going to talk about them. The Costume Shop is something that contains the shitty version of every costume in AION. Basically, I don't know, maybe this is like for new players that they just don't know how nice costumes look and they just think that this is cool and it's better than their starting gear, even though their starting gear at level 1 is actually better. This is the starting gear at level 1 and this is better than this, yeah. So anyway, I'm just saying it's a costume shop. You can get some hats here as well. Pretty the bad version of hats, yeah. This fits. And then you can get some Kappa Pride wings as well, like maybe these. And then you're a Kappa Pride guy, bam, 20 million new Kina, which is the equivalent of 200 million old Kina, definitely not worth it. And you can look like this. The Gold Bar Shop. The Gold Bar Shop is the most important shop out of all three of them, even though arguably these foods are super important. Buying these gold packs from here is super important. Power shells not that important because you can grind them. A couple of pots here, so there are some very attractive items here as well. But the Gold Bar Shop, guys, this item, first one, 200 gold bars. This is probably the most important item in the Gold Bar Shop, arguably. Close, very close to another one which we're gonna get to. This gives you a Devanian skill book. Devanian skills are the most overpowered skills your character has. They are a brand new addition to 6.0 and they are so awesome. I cannot even tell you. I love the Devanian skill idea. I love it and I love the guy or the girl who invented it. Super cool stuff. So this one gives you a skill for that unlocks a Devanian skill. Really nice. And very, very expensive in terms of gold bars. Now gold bars, I told you that you can buy 3 + 1 a day with Kina, new Kina. You can also get gold bars if you keep Kina in your bag when 6.0 hits. So I've heard apparently some rumors or maybe some posts, I don't check forums, I don't know for sure, but I've heard that Gameforge wants to do 30 million old Kina exchanged into 1 gold bar, yeah? So that means that this particular item that costs 200 gold bars, you would need to have in your bag when the patch hits 6 billion Kina to buy one of these. Devanian skills, I think there's 12 in total in 6.2, and that's a lot of Kina if you would just like to unlock all of them at the beginning. So that's what? Over 60 billion Kina you would need in your bag to just completely unlock your Devanian skills right from the get-go. Devanian skills, the books and the boxes are all untradeable in Korea. I hope they stay untradeable in Europe and North America as well, because they are super awesome to farm for, to grind for, and super awesome to even gather gold bars for. Personally, myself, not saying you should do that as well, but myself, I don't want any gold bars when the patch hits. I just don't want them. I prefer waiting a little bit longer and farming the new version of Garden of Knowledge and the new Promethean Workshop 6-man dungeon and getting these skill books from there, because there is a low chance of a Shugo spawning in the new version of Garden and in Promethean Workshop that if you kill, is really easy to kill. If you kill them, then you get guaranteed one of these Devanian skill books. So having that said, you can imagine that 6 billion current Kina, old Kina, just to keep for one of these when instead you could take a chance and farm your Divanian skill books, might not be very worth it. Of course, obviously, the new Promethean workshop is a 6-man dungeon, so there's gonna be other 5 people rolling for this. The new garden is a 3-man dungeon, and unless you do it solo, because your gear allows you to, then there's gonna be 2 other people rolling for this. But depending on the type of player you are, depending on what friends you have, maybe you have 2 friends that are not really that interested in this, and they just say, hey, you know, you get all of them if they drop. So I'm just saying, garden, the new garden has 4 entries a week, and the new Promethean has also 4 entries a week, and you can just simply do both of those, you know, 8 times a week, and out of those 8 times, it's kind of sure that you're gonna get the Shugo at least once out of both of those dungeons. So I'm just saying, depending who you run with, what is your roll luck, it might be better not to necessarily buy this item for gold bars and buy some others, and just farm these Divanian skill books slowly by slowly. It's gonna take you definitely a couple of months if you just farm them, and if you don't have any of them unlocked with the gold bar exchange at the beginning. But yeah, I'm just saying, if you want to gather gold bars just to unlock these, this is the worst idea out of the 3, and that is because you get 4 a day, so you would need somewhere around 50 days in order to get 200 gold bars, and it's going to be very expensive in terms of new Kina, and new Kina you should be using on something else. So realistically, you have 2 choices. Either you choose to keep a lot of gold bars and just get a couple straight when the patch hits, if that's what you want, if you have too much Kina right now, that's an option. Or choose to spend your gold bars in other ways, or invest them now and just farm these Divanian skill books. Cool, we spent a lot of time on this because it's the most important item here. Basically, this item kind of makes all of them a little bit useless in a way, because this is so important for every class to unlock. You're gonna see when the patch hits, they are so beautiful skills that you get. Cool. Transparent Transformation Order Pack. This is a pack of 20 for 1 gold bar. This is pretty reasonable. You kind of use like 40 of these a day. So 2 gold bars a day for this. If you're not interested in this, then sure, that's pretty fine. This you can buy 5 a week. Yeah, so basically you're not gonna have enough to use 40 every day for 7 days, because you can only buy 5 packs a week, so you're gonna be using them for 2.5 days. The rest you have to find other ways of doing so. Next item, level 80 mana stone box. As far as I know, this box gives you a random mana stone. You don't have an actual choice when you open the bundle. 20 gold bars, which is the worth of 2.5 days of gathering the 3+1. Is definitely not worth it for this item, so you can possibly get a mana stone level 80. Yeah, it also, you can buy only 1 a week. This is a shitty thing. Actually, I'm starting as I'm speaking, I'm starting to dislike this item and the people who thought about making it like that. In my opinion, I would have made this item on a daily purchase. I would have made it 5 gold bars if it gives me a random stone, and I would have made it 20 gold bars if it gives me a guaranteed stone, the one that I choose. And I would make it definitely a daily. The 5 gold bar version and the 20 gold bar version a daily thing, not a weekly thing. So I'm kind of annoyed at this item right now just by making this video. Anyway, Minium 20 boxes. You know what I think, guys, about Minium and minions in general. I don't care. Ancient PvP Enchantment Stone pack. I'm not sure how many it contains. It doesn't really matter. This is a very bad item. It costs 3 gold bars. 3 gold bars are what? 3-4 million almost. This is again PvE enchantment stone. Of course, with yellow enchantment stones you can definitely get your purple gear, let's say, to +10. So I guess that's something, but yellow enchantment stones are generally bad, and not only because of that, but also because you get them in so many other ways in game that you don't really need to spend your precious gold bars on them. So both of these very bad items, and they reset weekly, and you can buy 3 a week. Ugh. No, just very bad. Random tombstone box. This package, the translation says it contains ancient Gangseok or legendary Gangseok items. Who cares what this is? It costs 7 gold bars, so it cannot be something spectacular, and whatever it has inside, it's purple. And Purple is not such a big deal in AION 6.0 in general as a grade of things. I don't know what it is, I don't care, and I presume neither should you. You can buy 2 of them per week again, unless they give purple crafting mats for the tradable second best set in game, of course. I don't see this item being a worth it item, yeah. Stigma enchantment pack, you can buy 2 of them a week, and I believe it contains 1 stigma enchantment stone per pack, 10 gold bars per each. Sure, this item is okay. 20 gold bars, you can buy, you can get 20 gold bars in like what? 4.5, 5 days. So in 5 days, you can purchase both of these on a weekly basis, and just have 2 stigma enchantment stones per week. In 12 weeks or 20 weeks, you can be done with enchanting your stigmas if you're lucky, just by getting gold bars. Yeah, pretty cool. So this is an item that I would maybe keep some gold bars at the exchange for, just saying, right? And I would just always spam these stigma boxes with my current Kina that I have in 5.8, just saying. Mana Stone Fragment box, this is an item that you can buy once. It costs 20 gold bars, so pretty expensive. And Mana Stone Fragments, you cannot get them in the cash shop, you can get them by grinding and disenchanting gear. You saw my Mana Stone video, I hope. If you didn't, go watch it. Pretty expensive in terms of gold bars, depending how much do I get. How many do I get? Do I get 300? 5,000? How many do I get? So, and also once a week? I don't know what to say about this. Anyway, I wouldn't buy it because I would personally prefer grinding. But then again, if you want to disenchant everything you grind, then you're not going to really make Kina. So what is more valuable? To do the gold bar thing or Kina? But even if you wanna just do the 3+1 a day, that's still Kina. So see, it goes a little bit in a circle here. You have to decide. I personally wouldn't buy this myself. Purified water package of iron wall. Not sure what this is, and I'm really not interested for 20 gold bars. I really just simply don't care. It's just as simple as that. It cannot be anything spectacular, it cannot be anything game breaking, and let's just move on. Black minicar for 5 days, 2 gold bars each. So for you to have a mount for 5 days, it costs 2 gold bars, which means 2.6 million new Kina. For you to have a mount for 30 days, that's 15 times more, and that's 30 gold bars per month. 30 gold bars, that means what? 100 million new Kina. Yeah, I hope I'm doing the math wrong. No, I'm not doing it. 45 million new Kina for you to have always a mount, this mount always once in 5 days for 30 days a month. Yeah, that's, I guess, I don't know, pretty bad for new players, poor new players, because all of the mounts in 6.0 are limited time use. I don't know, I guess maybe there's gonna be some permanent mount in the cash shop. I would go for that. Act art card box. This contains motion kits or emotes, I'm sorry, for 20 gold bars, an emote. Shiny skill card pack. This contains skill skins. I approve this item. This is really nice. This is good. I like skill skins. However, it is very expensive. 40 gold bars. That means you have to do the 3+1 every day for 10 days in order for you to afford this item. So you can buy 3 of these a month. And is it worth it to spend so much new Kina on exchanging the gold bars in order for you to buy this thing, 3 of them a month? I don't know. I guess it is. I like them too much. I'm sorry, guys. I guess it is, yeah. Shiny heart weapon box. A weapon skin. 30 gold bars. Can I preview? Anyhow? NCSoft players? No? I cannot preview this, guys. So we're gonna move onwards. Red cloak costume box. 80 gold bars, guys. 80 gold bars for a costume in 6.0. Holy moly. I don't know, maybe some people are into this has to be an amazing costume. I cannot preview it again. It has to be amazing to cost 80 gold bars, guys. Monk's costume, another 80 gold bar costume. Definition of Shugoman costume, 80 gold bars. Holy shit. Head wraps, 20 gold bars. Time of wind blowing, 80 gold bars, a costume. I don't know what kind of costumes these have to be to cost 80 gold bars, guys. Holy crap, 80 gold bars, guys, is 2.5 billion old Kina if you want to do the exchange when the patch hits. Is the costume worth 2.5 billion? I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe in Guild Wars, yeah, but in Aeon you have so many other things to do. Shiny heart costume again, and Wolfman costume. So some costumes, guys, lots of costumes. Sure, you know, if you don't have anything to do with gold bars, if you're fully decked out, plus 15 red gear, not gonna be that much that hard to get, and not gonna take that much time. But I'm just saying, if you have your Devanian skills, if you don't want Mana Stone box, if you don't want I don't know, Stigma enchantment stones, sure, I guess you can go for costumes, but there's so many other more important items here, yeah? Cool, guys, this was all for the gold sand shop. I personally approve this shop. I would like to see more items in the Kina shop. I would like to see more items in the gold bar shop. And about the costume shop, I simply just do not care. This is a robbery, actually, to be quite fair. These costumes are definitely not worth 10 million new Kina, 100 million old Kina. So this is simply a robbery. I believe that costumes should be for real money in the real money shop, and instead of this costume shop here in the gold sand shop, there should be a goodie shop with enchantment stones, Stigma enchantment stones, mana stones, all sorts of goodies for Kina in the shop. That's how a normal MMORPG works. Definitely not the case in Aeon, unfortunately, but I'm still satisfied overall with this shop. Tell me what you think about this, guys, in the comments below. I'm always interested to see what you think about stuff that I show you. And thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and see you soon.